Hi. So let's say that you have decided to give the ketogenic diet a try. So what to expect when transitioning to a ketogenic diet? This is a huge change that your body has to go through, from being carbohydrate based to being fat adapted and use fat as fuel, as energy source. So it's definitely a process and it will take time. I have seen that a good period of time to give yourself the adaptation process is 4 weeks, and based on my own experience and what I have experienced with my own customers, I have noticed that there's like 4 stages in this month of transition, and I've divided it weekly so that I can let you know a little bit what to expect in each week when transitioning to a ketogenic diet. So the first week, this one is probably the most exciting one. You are really eager to get started, you have research, you have found ideas, recipes, you have gone to the groceries, got new ingredients, and you have started. But then also it's the hardest one, because the body is like, what's going on? You know, like you were using carbohydrates and then you take them away, and the withdrawal symptoms of carbohydrates is actually very true. And the keto flu that you might have heard is also true. And you might get these like flu-ish like symptoms when transitioning during the first week. And usually it doesn't take more than 7 days, but it's good for you to be prepared and to know what to expect. So symptoms like a little bit of headache or lack of energy, maybe even a bit of runny nose, bodily pains are very common. Most of it is like a low energy feeling. The main thing that you would want to do during this week is to rest. Take enough rest and also drink enough water, lots of it, ideally minimum 2 liters of water per day, and also supplement. So supplement with magnesium, potassium, and sodium. There is nowadays a lot of these keto-friendly electrolyte mixes that you can use or then supplement separately. And in the case of sodium, use good quality salt, something like Himalayan salt or non-processed sea salt that will give the sodium that you need in every meal. Then the second week, you still might be feeling a little bit of low energy, but bit by bit that gray clouds start to lift over your head and you start to feel a little bit better, but still not quite there yet. However, you might start to feel a little bit also bored about the diet and some of the dishes that you're doing. So this is a great time to dive into recipes and look for lots of ideas of what to cook, what type of snacks, like what type of sweets, all kind of things that can replace those old foods that you used to have. It's great to have some keto cracker options or keto bread options to substitute the breads and things like that. Also, this is a good time to maybe start like exercising a little bit. So if you have been used to exercise, like you can try to do your same routine as before, but maybe don't push too hard. And if you are not used to exercise, start with something light, maybe some walk or something that is like that you end feeling refreshed and not drained. So exercise can be really good to help the body to transition into fat adapted, but at the same time you might feel a little bit that you're lacking the energy, lacking the push that usually carbohydrates gives you. But don't worry, this will come back. It's a matter of time. Your body's going through a lot, so give it time and don't push too hard. On the third week usually starts to be when you will start feeling that, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Like it starts to become like a routine, like a lifestyle. I know what to cook. I have the ingredients in my fridge, in my kitchen. Like you go to a grocery list and automatically start to know what to buy. So it's a great time. And also you start to feel much better. Probably also sleep starts to become a little bit better. You might feel like more refreshed when you wake up in the morning. And in some cases, you start feeling that you need a little bit less sleep than before. That depends on the person, of course, but usually it's a good thing that starts to happen. And you can go a little bit more into deep sleep. Here also is very important that you keep on drinking and supplementing all along the month and probably along the months ahead as well. And also exercise can still help, and maybe you find that, okay, I'm having a little bit more energy, so that you can increase a little bit more the intensity if you feel like it. If not, keep it light, give it a little bit more time, and you will get to the same or even better energy level that you had before. So on the 4th week, this should be the week that you are feeling your best. So ideally, at this point, you're already fat adapted and your body's using fat as fuel. But remember, it's not the case for everybody. Everybody's different. We all have different pasts. We come from different diets, different backgrounds, different exercise levels. So for some people, it might take 1 or 2 or even 3 weeks more. But usually around the 4th week, you start to be in that place of what they call ketosis or fat adapted, so that you're using like fat as fuel. Also, you start to see maybe some weight going away if your purpose is to lose some weight, and maybe you're losing something between half a kilo to 2 kilos of weight per week. And if this is the case, great, keep note of it so that you keep track a little bit of like how you progress. Try to weigh yourself maybe once a week instead of every day, because every day the body changes a little bit its weight, so once a week is enough to keep track of a long-term progress. During this week also, you might feel a little bit more energized, so maybe exercise starts to become a little bit easier and you have a little bit more energy. And if so, you can start going back to your like previous routines of exercising, and if not, still take it easy. It will come back. Just be patient. Just trust me on that one, because I've gone through it. So this is basically like the 1 month transition that you can expect when starting a ketogenic diet. There are different cases, different people, different backgrounds, so you might experience all the symptoms that I have not mentioned here, but I want to say one more time that it's a big change what the body goes through, but it's also a very, very rewarding one. After going through 1 month of transitioning and adaptation, you will be in such a different place, in such a different energy level, such a different mental space. Your body will start changing and you will feel amazing and notice incredible results. This diet is really, really important that you stick to it, because the more you stick to it, the more reward you get from it. So I hope you find this useful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. If you find this video interesting, please stay tuned for more, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye.